Hey guys, you have found your way to Mortgage Sense with Kevin, a common sense approach to mortgages, not marriages, but mortgages. I'm Kevin Blair with Element Home Loans, and you recognize this guy. He's been on our show a lot, Mr. Brad Fuqua with the Fuqua Group at Keller Williams. What's happening?
Hey, how are you?
I'm very good, man. I am very good. I'm glad this year is over. You
Yeah,
know, it is almost over. And I was thinking today, Bradley, do we, because I know the last 4 or 5 years, we've either ended the year with you on or started the year with you on.
yeah. Typically, I either do a December or a January. So,
Right.
yeah,
And we're rolling with it. This is the last podcast that we're doing for this year. We're going to take the week off next week.
good.
Um, and I'll tell you what's been going on, brother. Uh, and if you're people listening to us, I got to throw this out there. Brad and I have known each other for 11 years. We've been doing business together for 11 years. So you may hear me talk about things that I don't normally talk about. You know, I still am going to talk about my Cowboys, okay? Because this is no, it's not. It's not.
Doing the
It's a
playoff, man.
it's a mortgage real estate podcast. So Bradley, you know this. We started this 9 years ago with the radio show. 5 years ago, turned it into a podcast. About 6 months ago, we completely revamped, and it has really taken off for us. For the first time, we're getting a lot of traction, getting a lot of views.
Yeah,
Our membership subscriptions are growing because nobody wants to listen to me talk about mortgages for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Um, and what we're doing a lot of listings, okay, and showing listings.
yeah,
But I wanted to talk to you about because we talk almost every day,
yeah,
okay, uh, if not every day.
yeah.
You and Cheryl have had a fantastic year. And I just had something go off. I'm going to turn my email off. I'm sorry about that. Um, y'all have had a fantastic year.
Yeah, it's been a really wild ride this year. This will end up being our best year we've ever done as a team, and we had a couple of really big sales, which always helps everything, but it all counts. And yeah, as the economy does what it does, and interest rates are doing all these things, and the world's ending. If you go out there and ask somebody, we just sort of keep our head down and keep working. And, we do the business the same way you guys do over there. And it's, you take care of your people, and your people will take care of you. So, yeah, it's been a great year.
So say that one more time. This is the best year that y'all have had in 11 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been, we've had a really good, few years,
Right.
I'll call it the COVID years, but they were, unexpectedly wild and fast and all the things. And I think this year everyone expected numbers to be down, and overall, they are. But we had a lot of things lined up, and I can get into that a little bit more about, if any realtors are watching or whatever, like how we try to do our business. And we have a method of how we do it. So,
And I would say it works. I would say it works.
yeah. And like I said, we love on our people, and they seem to reciprocate. So that's kind of the model we use. We're not a lead generating kind of a thing. We database based. So it's been really good to us. And we live where we sell, and we love it here. So
That says so much about, there's several really strong things that we could probably do a whole podcast on, with a couple of different things that you said. You love on your people, and they love on you back.
yeah,
Okay. You put your head down and you just work.
yeah,
All right. There's a lot of noise out there, and it doesn't matter. We got to go to work.
that's
Okay.
right.
And then you talk about database. That's like four different really strong podcasts, really strong conversations.
Yeah,
Um, Josh and I did a podcast that came out earlier this week, and talked about the true facts. And you know me, I like facts. I like, you know, don't come at me with stuff that you hear or that you see on, Instagram or TikTok or Facebook.
right.
Let's deal with true facts. Did you know that 23, and I don't know if you saw that podcast yet, that 23, if you take away 21 and 20 and 21, that 19, we're ahead of 2019. Okay, this year. Okay.
Right.
You've got to go back to 2005 to have a year better. Think about that.
Right. So the sky's probably not falling like we think it is, right?
The sky is not falling. I look at it as it's fear. Okay. And I don't like fear. I think fear is false evidence appearing real.
Right.
Right. I still think, and I will forever say, and I know I've got to be careful here because it sounds like I'm selling, and I'm not selling. We just happen to both work in this industry.
Right.
If we look at what's gone on the last 40 years, we're below the average rate. Okay.
Sure.
We're below the average rate. What happened the last 3 years is an anomaly.
Yep.
It was fun.
When I bought my first house 13 years ago, I paid 7%. That's what it was at the time. And, I didn't know any different. That's just what it was. So, and, prices were lower. I get all of those things. But, yeah, rate-wise, it's been worse. Been a lot worse.
Yeah, it has. 1980.
Yeah.
1980. Yeah, it really was. But the other side of it, and I talk about, and the reason I want to talk about this a little bit because I'm having this conversation every single day with buyers and with people wanting to are thinking about selling their home, and then with our realtor partners. I'm talking about this every single day.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about a $400,000 loan, 1% difference makes $250 a month.
Right.
Okay. We're still seeing an appreciation that's going to outrun the cost of the rate. Okay. So do I still think real estate is a great investment? I do. I really do. But go ahead.
No, I mean, that's what we're looking at doing some new construction things coming up. And that's what we're going to be selling too. I mean, if you're gonna buy, it's still such a better deal than paying someone else's mortgage for them and renting.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know I'm not, if you're looking at a $400,000 purchase today, what do you think it's going to be next year?
It's hard to predict that. It'll be 420, 425. That's kind of how that goes. And maybe a little less or, incremental, but it'll be worth more. And if you look at the 5-year, the 10-year picture, it's really huge.
Exactly. And it's just, but let's be real though. Let's be real. It is different. Okay. It is different. The higher interest rates have knocked some people out of being able to buy.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, because what Josh and I have been doing, of all the people that we've had approved and what we've got a category approved in shopping, what we've been doing is going back to those people that we had 6, 8, 9 months ago that were approved. They still haven't bought. And a lot of them weren't buying because they were afraid. They thought interest rates were going to come down, and now they're back in the game.
Right.
Okay. So you talk about working a database. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
I mean, it's about dealing with people that dealt with this before.
Yeah, I feel bad for folks that didn't take advantage when they had a chance, But I think they're going to go back down a little bit next year, election year. That kind of happens typically. So I think we're going to see. We've talked about this several times, you and I have. And I think they'll go down some, and it'll be a hot year again. It'll be hurry up, sell, hurry up and buy while the rates are good. So,
problem is that the inventory is still low, and it's going to be a feeding frenzy again.
It will. So, people need to keep building and keep selling. So,
all right. So speaking of that, can we talk about Dallas Hollow Road?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay. Tell us what's going on out there.
So our builder, Clay DeLoach, he is building 20 more townhomes. We did 38 townhomes over here in Hickson, and we're actually closing the last 3 of those in January. So that project is complete. So then he's bought I think it's 3 acres out on Dallas Hollow Road in Saudi. And they're going to be putting 20 townhomes up there. So they've already broken ground and they're ready to go. We're going to be listing those probably first of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those, do you have any specs on those?
Yeah, they'll be 3 beds, 2.5 baths, around 1,600 square feet with some unfinished space. So there's some variation. You'll either get a garage with a master upstairs, or no garage, master on the main. So that's kind of how we had to configure those. But yeah, the price point will be right in like the $350 range. Which
nice.
if you're looking around, for new townhomes, that's a good price point. So
yes, it is. We drive right by there going to church every Sunday, and every Sunday I see a little bit more work done, I started seeing them clearing it off. I mean, probably, I don't know, 8 or 9, maybe a year ago.
Things always take longer than you think they're going to. So that's pretty common, but there's a few hurdles to jump through, and they got those, done in November. So we're ready to roll on those.
Okay. And we're not going to discuss this, but I like teasing, and I like putting a teaser out there. We're going to have another conversation mid-February.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Yeah. I need to come back on in February and let you know what else is going on. So
absolutely. Well, hey, there's a couple things I want from you. Okay. And I'm putting it out there for everybody to see. I haven't done this publicly. I've not made any post about it. Not going to make any post about it.
I know what you're about to do.
Exactly. Tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, 5:45, it's plunge time. Okay. It's plunge. I'm telling you, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But it's man, it gets the day going. It does.
Yeah.
It gets the day going. So
I'll think about it.
You think about it. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, what's the no, before I do that, because there's a reason I have you and Cheryl on at the end of the year, beginning of the year. You guys are my longest tenured partners. I appreciate you. I love you like a brother. Love your mom. I enjoy doing business with you. I can't thank you enough for the support. I can't thank you enough for the friendship. I mean, and we've talked about this a lot. The friendship is even more important than the business part of it. And I just want you to know I appreciate you.
We appreciate you as well. And, whether we stay in business forever or not, which we will, our friendship will remain. So that's been better than I thought, than I could have thought. So appreciate you too.
Right. What's the best way to people find you?
Call me. Number's 423-605-5167, or you can email me, Brad at bradleyfuqua.com, or you can find us on our website at thefuquagroup.com.
Fantastic. And again, my name is Kevin Blair with Element Home Loans. My website is kevinblairteam.com. Our phone number is 423-488-7571. You can go to my About page, it's right up there somewhere. Click a form, fill out a couple of questions, answer a couple of questions, the information will come right back to me. Guys, if you like this kind of information, hit like, hit subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Bradley, brother, great year.
Yep.
Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry
and I'm going to wait on you, 5:45 tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
In the pool, baby, in the pool.
One of these days I'm going to show up.
Yeah, well, you better let me know. I haven't missed a day. I think I started on the 9th, so that's 11 days. Yeah. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right, brother.
Be good.
Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon.